Sometimes the truth is hard to hear, but it will take you from where you are now to where you could be. 7 public speaking truths to keep top of mind. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Neil, founder of Simple Speech Success. Thank you for those who are returning to watch more videos, and for those who've just joined, please like, comment or subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with all my videos covering public speaking, storytelling, speech writing, content creation, on-camera presence, personal branding, and all of the above and more. But let's get straight into it. When it comes to public speaking, there are certain truths that are very important to keep top of mind. Some of these will help you shift your perspective, others will help you gain confidence and clarity, and there are more that will really help you fine-tune your impact with any type of audience. So let's dive straight in to number 1. As you can see from the screen, this one is all about no one cares as much as you think. Now, hopefully this truth will alleviate some of the pressure that comes to mind with public speaking, because often we're all in our own head. Everyone's thinking, they're looking at me, they're judging me, they're commenting on me, I'm going to humiliate myself, I'll never hear the end of it, what if I'm not prepared? And the thoughts start to spiral. We've all been there, either on the day of presentation or in the lead up period to do with the preparation, the storytelling, the rehearsing, etc. Now, this truth covers all areas of presenting. So whether you're running a workshop, whether you're presenting on stage, whether you're talking to camera, whether you're building a YouTube channel, whether you are running a small focus group session, whether you're attending a job interview, the list goes on. The thing is this, no one cares as much as you think. We all think that people are looking at us constantly, commenting, judging, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, most people out there are often wrapped up in themselves with everything going on in their own life, their own to-do list, sending the emails, getting to the gym, having lunch, managing family and friends, and the list goes on. Now, again, this should hopefully lift some of the pressure when it comes to public speaking, because your job and your opportunity with presenting, public speaking, running a workshop is to get someone's attention, because they're so distracted. They're thinking about the myriad of other things that are happening that day, tomorrow, next week, etc., etc. So your job here in your presentation is really to grab their attention, to hook them in. And I teach on this channel and through my coaching and through my one-on-one sessions with people how to do this effectively. So that's truth number 1. No one cares as much as you might think. Truth number 2. Certainty over confidence. Now, I know that a lot of people out there are chasing confidence. They want to feel bold, they want to feel presentable, they want to feel confident and articulate in their presentation. But the thing is this, is that it's not about chasing confidence. What will bring you confidence is focusing more on certainty. Certainty over confidence. What do I mean by that? Certainty is all about the frameworks that you can use that I teach around how to make sure that you know exactly what you are going to present, how you're going to present it, what format you're going to use, how you're going to engage the audience, and every step from start to finish. Whether that is from being tapped on the shoulder at the start to being asked to lead a presentation, give a speech, raise a toast at a birthday celebration, do a wedding speech, again, the list goes on. From that very moment, right through to delivering that presentation or speech or toast, and afterwards, I am with you every step of the way. It's one of the things I most enjoy about connecting with people, working with people, and having gone through my own public speaking journey to really help people with that transformation from where you are now, potentially anxious, overwhelmed, dreading an upcoming presentation, to where you could be confident, articulate, empowered. Now, the bridge between where you are now and where you could be comes about from certainty, knowing how to structure a speech, knowing what works and what doesn't work, knowing how to captivate an audience through your content, knowing how to reel them in, how to engage them with personal stories and anecdotes, and how to give them practical, actionable, timely takeaways that they can use again and again so that your speech and presentation or workshop or toast is memorable and meaningful to them. So again, this truth is all about certainty over confidence, and I'll deal with this a lot on my channel in upcoming videos. Truth number 3 is all about recognizing that public speaking, or that opportunity to run a workshop or presentation, is about opportunity versus obstacle. Now, I know for many of us, it's quick to jump to the obstacle of the endeavor of public speaking. It can be very stressful. It can be very mind-consuming, time-consuming, especially in the lead-up. There's the sweating, there's the anxiety, there's the am I good enough, there is what if it all goes wrong, and the questions start churning and churning in your mind. So it's time to flip that script and think more about what an incredible opportunity this is. What an incredible opportunity this is for you in that moment, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's outside the workplace. This is an opportunity for you to share your voice, to impart your views, to raise your personal brand, and to connect with people. Often what is missed in public speaking is that connectivity element. People want to learn from others. People want to be engaged, especially in this world where it can be filled with a lot of dull presentations and boring speeches. People want to be entertained. So people are looking to be able to connect with you through your presentation. Most of the time, people are going to be cheering you on. I know that for a lot of us, we always think the worst, and that people are there to throw out negative comments or laugh at us or judge at us, etc. But most people are out there to cheer you on. So this truth number 3 is again all about thinking through the opportunity versus the obstacles / challenges that might be starting to percolate in your mind. And with me as your public speaking, simple speech success cheerleader, one-on-one, through YouTube, online, or coaching, I am there with you every step of the way as your biggest advocate to make sure that you go from where you are now to where you could be and experience that transformation. Okay, you ready for truth number 4? Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. The truth and the reality with public speaking is that the more you do it, and the more you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, either one-on-one, virtually presenting on a Zoom or Teams call, running a workshop, walking upstairs onto the stage with your heart beating and your palms sweating and your forehead dripping, but going through with it and getting that experience. I can think of hundreds of examples. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable will absolutely change where you are at right now. It'll build your confidence. As I mentioned, confidence comes from certainty, and it'll build your experience. And the great thing about public speaking, especially in the landscape of today, where public speaking impacts everything. Whether you are on social media, whether you're trying to build your personal brand, whether you're starting a YouTube channel, whether you're learning to present on camera, whether you're going for a job interview, running a workshop, putting your hand up in a meeting to discuss and debate a point and put your perspective forward, through running a formal speech on stage in front of 10, 20, 100, 1,000 people, to captivating the audience at a birthday celebration or at a wedding. There are so many opportunities to practice public speaking, and that is where you will truly shine. But in order to do that, this is a truth that it's important for one to keep top of mind about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's not easy. Public speaking is not easy, but it can be made easier. It can be made simpler, especially with the techniques that I teach in simple speech success. So that's number 4. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is really about small, repeatable wins drive greater impact. I'll say that once more. Small, repeatable wins drive greater impact. My approach is all about building up with you a roadmap and framework so that you can get the practice, the certainty, and the confidence to drive greater impact. And that comes through small, repeatable wins. So it's about getting that experience, implementing what I teach in frameworks about structuring your storytelling, opening with an engaging hook, streamlining your content, having one main anchor message that everything else in your speech or your presentation or your workshop supports, and being able to repeat that win again and again in different settings and contexts. So you gain that certainty, you gain that confidence, and you build your repertoire of public speaking skills. And this is hugely beneficial. It's not about going from 0 to 100 straight away. It's about what are the wins that you can incorporate, still being true to your authentic self as a storyteller, as a speaker, as a workshop facilitator, and more. How can you incorporate tweaks, insights, frameworks here and there to get those wins on the board? And that will help accelerate your impact and your simple speech success. Number 6 is a really, really important one. It says number 7 on the screen. It should be 6. This is all part and process of the unedited, unpolished, raw, authentic filming brought to you right here at Simple Speech Success. So number 6, instead of number 7, is don't doubt yourself. This is such an important one. And the reason why I say this is because you should never doubt yourself, because there are 10 other people standing behind you, probably ready to do that for you at times. So there is no place to doubt yourself. It's about grounding yourself in your own self-esteem and your ability to recognize that you, as the subject matter expert on the topic you are talking about, and this applies to all industries, all workplaces, and all situations, you are the one that has the opportunity to share that great knowledge and that insight. So don't doubt yourself. We can work together on the delivery, on the coaching, on the impact that you can have. But the first thing to recognize in order for us to get to where we need to go is that we have to remove the doubt of yourself. And this again comes back to self-esteem, comes back to confidence. And as you'll see on my channel, I share a lot about my own personal experience with public speaking. I was severely bullied in high school and lost all my confidence and developed a stutter out of that situation that I've been able to overcome. And it was only through putting myself in uncomfortable situations of public speaking and practicing and rehearsing and gaining that lifelong confidence that I could push through that. And I share that to show you that if I can do it, anyone can. And that is why it's really important to work on this element of don't doubt yourself. So let's now move on to the actual number 7, even though we've got a bit of a double up over here. Number 6. They've swapped positions. This one, number 6, number 7, we'll call it both. Again, bringing you unedited, unfiltered videos. So we're just having a chat. I really want this channel to be a chatty channel where we're having a conversation. We are talking about the highs and the lows of public speaking, even when there are some editing issues going on within the live video. So this tip is all about anxiety will pass. Anxiety will pass. It is really important to note this because I know a lot of people get caught up in thinking that every time they give a speech, they're going to be sweating, they're going to be rambling, they're going to be shaking, etc. Now, it is absolutely normal to still feel anxious before every speech, but it will pass, and it becomes easier and easier the more situations you put yourself in, whether that is starting a YouTube channel and practicing in front of the camera, and I'll be sharing tips on how to do that as well, and all the setup that I've got here, because YouTube is one of the best things that you could do to practice public speaking and get that experience of speaking, script writing, storytelling. That's a whole nother video series, so please comment if you'd like more on that. But the anxiety will pass. And what you'll find, the more that you are able to work through it, is that you'll develop tips and techniques using my frameworks and guides to be able to push through and to be able to become more confident and certain in your public speaking and running a workshop. So those are 7 hard truths that everyone needs to know about public speaking. And so we're going to run through them very quickly again so you can keep them top of mind. Number 1, no one cares as much as you think. Number 2, certainty over confidence. Remember, this is all about structure, storytelling, and all those tips that I help you with. Number 3 is about opportunity versus obstacle, seeing what public speaking can be. It can be an incredible opportunity for you to run that workshop, give that speech, raise your profile, build your skill set, and more. Number 4, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And again, there are so many opportunities these days to practice public speaking and to put yourself out there, whether it is social media, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's at a wedding or giving a toast, all of the above and more. Number 5 is, again, small, repeatable wins that drive greater impact. So it's about how can we start incorporating a win and then another win and then another win, so that you are A, enjoying the process, and B, you are slowly inching your way to where you want to be, defined by your own success with public speaking. Number 6, as we've switched up the order of it, is anxiety will pass through experience, through practice, and through understanding that you are feeling anxious because you care. And that's a good thing. We want to hold on to that and maintain that we do care, that you do care about the speech you're giving. And that's why sometimes you're anxious, because you do want it to go well, and it will go well. And I'll be able to help you with that from start to finish. And number 7, don't doubt yourself, because as I mentioned, there might be 10 other people behind you ready to do that for you. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button or leave a comment, or please subscribe to follow my channel. I'm so excited to be connecting with all of you and sharing all my insights. Over many years, I've been in front of the camera, behind the camera, led hundreds of speeches and workshops and coaching sessions, and I'm just so excited to be able to bring all that information to you firsthand, to share some behind the scenes to do with public speaking. So thank you so much again for watching, and as always, happy public speaking, and speak to you soon.